Hey, Bradley, what's going on? Can you detail kind of just what you and the whole pass rush have gotten going in recent weeks?
Oh man, yeah, just learning each other. I feel like over time, like yeah, you got a lot of great rushers in the room that I feel like anytime you do anything individually, it's not going to work out in your favor. You know what I mean? Especially in the team sport. I'm not saying that's what we were doing. I'm just saying like we weren't all locked in together. And I feel like over these past couple of weeks, we kind of just learned each other, learned how each other likes to push the quarterback off the spot and just playing off each other. Like you kind of saw on the sack that me and JP had. Like I came inside, Zach right around and like just kept him contained in that pocket and stuff like that. So it's just like I said, learning each other and growing as a unit. And I feel like we just keep taking strides each and every week.
I was going to follow up with exactly that. What was it like now having JP get some more snaps? Now second game back under his belt and beating Lane Johnson for a sack. So that's big. He hadn't done that. He hadn't allowed one since 2020. So I'm
Yeah.
sure you're aware of that stat. So
Yeah,
what does it
we
sound like to be
talked
back with
about that
him?
one for sure. I encourage them, man. Just let them know, like, because when you got things going on, like and stuff popping up and all that, like he has been in this first couple of weeks, like you get a little frustrated, you get a little down on yourself, and I just made sure I kept reminding them every chance I got, just to like, hey man, you that dude, like Lane Johnson, ain't, like you said, ain't gave up a sack in 2020, and guess who just gave up one too, and he called his shot right before we went out into the 2 minute drive too, so it's just dope to see him back out there playing like himself, feeling like himself, and I'm just trying to do whatever it takes to get him to that level. And I know when he's at that level, I'm gonna be at that level, and everybody else around us is gonna be at that level. So it was dope to see.
So, thanks.
Beasley?
Bradley, sorry I'm on with no camera. I'm in the car, but I wanted to ask you what the general message has been from like Daniel Vic Fangio, the coaches you've spoken to, have spoken to the team in the last 12 hours after the game.
I mean, the vibe's still high, man. We still believe that we're a team that has everything right in front of us. Yeah, we gave up a big game, but at the end of the day, man, these are the reps we need in terms of those atmospheres. Like that's a Super Bowl team we just played. You know what I mean? And they're gonna have a lot of success this season, and we're gonna have a lot of success this season. But unfortunately, it just didn't pan out for us. So like just getting those reps of being in that playoff atmosphere and responding. We score, they score. You know what I mean? Just getting to that like ebb and flow of the game and understanding that we're right there. You know what I mean? And everything we want is still right there ahead of us, and we just gotta like lock it in and let these losses turn into lessons. You hear that all the time, like the cliche saying of let a L be a lesson, but that's really what it is in terms of this team and understanding like when we get to these big games that we're gonna have to show up all around. And I know and I got it in my heart that once we get to these big moments when it really counts, we're going to be exactly where we need to be.
I don't think, and this is a follow up if I may, that the score is really reflective of the competitive nature of the game. Do you feel like you have the athletes to go toe to toe with the best player with the best teams in the league?
Yeah, no doubt, man. I feel like we matched up really well against this past team, man. And it's unfortunate, like you said, that the score was what it was because even on the sideline, we were thinking, yeah, they were a good team, but were they a 31-point team? You know what I mean? To beat us like that and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, man, you got to give your hats off to them. They executed their game plan to the highest degree, and we still got some holes to fill. And at the end of the day, man, it's a possibility at the long down the road that we could see that team again. We're just gonna have to be ready. So our main thing is just getting the Miami Dolphins better and not having those type of games again.
Thank you.
Barry?
Hi, Bradley. The blitzes this year have generally been effective. Knowing Vic as well as you do you think when both Jalen Ramsey is back and X is back, we might see more blitzing? Any sense of that?
Uh, he's a mastermind, man. I don't really know what's going on through his head, but I know that once those pieces get back, I know he's gonna have something drawn up or whatever it may be, and we're gonna be ready for it. I know those guys are licking at each chop to get back on the field, and I know he's gonna put us in the best positions to make plays. And when you have a lot of playmakers on the field like that, something's gonna have to pop, something's gonna have to happen. So I'm just looking forward to having those guys back, and I know they're looking forward to getting back on the field as well.
And one quick follow on those guys. Once you have Jalen and X both playing together, what impact does that have on a front seven, Bradley?
It all goes hand in hand. They need us like we need them, and as we affect the quarterback, get him off his spot. We know those guys could stay sticking and do everything they need, and cause a quarterback to do one more pump or whatever it may be, or we might get in the quarterback's face, tip a ball up, and they coming up with the glory. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, man, it's rushing coverage. You hear it all the time. It works hand in hand. So I know like I said, when we get those playmakers back, when we get our playmakers all on the same page, man, it's gonna be good.